So what is thought work? Thought work. What the fuck does that even mean? Working on thoughts? Yeah. Yep. That is exactly what thought work means. Because here's the thing. We have about 60 to 90,000 thoughts every single day. And most of the thoughts are the same thoughts we had yesterday. And we're only consciously aware of a very small percentage of them. What thought work teaches us to do is to see those unconscious thoughts, the ones that are kind of patterns, and decide whether or not we want to keep them. And I know you're thinking I'm nuts, and that's fine. Just stay with me for a minute. We take in information throughout our entire lives, and some of our earliest childhood experiences form the basis for the thoughts that we have now. But those thoughts were sort of programmed into us, not true Matrix style, obviously, unless you're a robot who has been plugged into a computer, in which case I have questions. But if you're a human who's lived in any society at all and has had any construct of an upbringing surrounded by other humans, that means you've had some cultural programming. Patriarchal beauty standards, religious doctrine, parental ideas of what your life should look like, predicated gender roles, what it means to be a good partner, ideas stemming from school, sports teams, friends, the media, even very well-meaning influences were still influences. They offered you programming that you didn't know you could choose to accept or decline. So some of it you accepted unconsciously, and you've kept those ideas around because you didn't know you had another option. With thought work, we shed light on those unconscious thoughts, and then we decide whether or not they're serving us. Those that are, great, we get to keep them. Those that aren't, even better, we get to shift them to something more helpful. And I know this all sounds super woo-woo and intangible. It's weird at first, and honestly, I've been doing this for a while and it's still kind of weird and glorious and amazing and so fucking empowering. And that's what I want to share with you. You see, I truly believe that this work can change the world, but it takes each individual person doing the work for themselves to make that happen. If you're someone who can self-study and is dedicated enough to work with free content and change your own life, then please share this YouTube channel with everyone you know and do the work. If you're like me though, you'll subscribe to the channel, watch the weekly videos sometimes, and think they're really good ideas, but not apply any of it. And that's where I was when I found my teacher. I had a call with her and she totally called me out on that. That was me. She caught me. I knew that I wouldn't apply the lessons on my own. And I knew there was no way in hell I could get as deep with them on my own as I could with a guide. So I hired her. I worked with her for 6 months through the entirety of her in-depth program. And then she hired me. And I'm now one of 2 paid coaches in the program that she teaches. And I'm more than happy to refer you to her program if mine isn't right for you. That's totally fine because it's a phenomenal program. But if you'd like to schedule an exploratory call with me and weigh all the options, I would love to do that too. I'd love to help you decide which path to take with this work so that I can teach you the tools that I've used to change my own life in incredibly meaningful ways. And you can change yours.